I got one more. Trin's back. Trin, hi man, thank you very much for answering my question before. Is the more Form 888 the better? I think I can get around 4 forms, but do not know if it's enough. Also, so I'll answer that bit. Yes, the more the better, but you don't need to go too crazy in trying to get too many. And I suppose the best way I can answer this is that our client applications, we will on average have anywhere from, I'm going to say 6 to 10 is the average. Okay. Now, something that I kind of a metaphor that I use to try to teach or explain what you're trying to get when it comes to Form 888s is, think of it like a pyramid. Let's use my whiteboard. I think is a great drawing opportunity. So, okay, you have the whiteboard. I'm sorry guys if you can't see the full triangle. And let's split that in half. Okay, you have the applicant half and you have the sponsors half. So what that means is that you want supporting statements from people that know the applicant and people that know the sponsor. So the applicant's side and the sponsor side. I'm going to say that there is, let's say, a strength multiplier. So supporting statements that are going to hold the most amount of weight will be those written by Australian citizens and permanent residents, which is something I was touching on before. So statements written by citizens and permanent residents are more verifiable and will hold more weight in the eyes of a case officer or the department. There's no official multiplier or strength multiplier. I'm just trying to use this as a teaching exercise, okay? Secondly, now we kind of split this into groups of people. So at the top of the pyramid, what's going to hold the most amount of weight are people that know the couple the best. And typically, kind of statistically, that means immediate family members. So immediate family. So you have parents, siblings. So, if you have one parent, one sibling, that's 2. Then we have, let's say, extended family. So cousins, aunties, uncles, grandparents. So if you have one cousin, one auntie, that's another 2. And then we have, let's say work colleagues and friends. Work colleagues and friends. So you have, one work colleague and one friend. So you have 2, 2, 2. You're already at 6, kind of without really trying. Keeping in mind that ultimately what you want is you want to kind of focus on these. But generally speaking, the visa applicant, the majority of their supporting statements, particularly let's say immediate family members that are probably back home, are not Australian citizens or permanent residents. So, when you look at this realistically, more often the Australian citizen and permanent resident statements will be written by those that know the sponsor, and the majority of the non-citizens or permanent residents will typically come from the visa applicant. So that's kind of how I would like you to approach it. Don't worry too much about a number. Just use the guide that I gave you as an estimate, 6 to 10. But when you approach it in this way, you can see how you kind of get to that 6 to 10 average pretty easily, because you're just trying to hit all these groups and you're focusing on both sides. That's what matters. And ultimately, what matters the most is what they say. What they say in their Form 888s is what matters the most. And what you want them to say is that they know, they believe that you are in a de facto or married relationship. That's what matters. And the words they choose to say that in. So it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And the way that you enhance the quality of the supporting statements from your friends and family is that you get them from people that know the couple the best from both sides. And if you can, you focus on statements from Australian citizens and permanent residents, and the government have provided you a template to give them, which is the Form 888. So that was the first half of that question. Also, can a CA accountant certify the form? Trin, I believe so. On the first page of the Form 888, it'll say who can witness signatures on a Form 888. I would be surprised if a CA isn't there, but you'll just have to check. I can't say off the top of my head. But assuming it is there, then yeah, by all means, your boss can definitely certify forms. But he needs to witness signatures. So your friend or whoever it is needs to go to your boss and needs to sign in front of them in order for him to witness their signatures on the Form 888.